Welcome to the channel 831 Avo. Today live in Santa Cruz, California, Zone 9B. We're here with my open center gem avocado tree, 3rd year in ground. This is the tree where we're gonna be hosting budwood. And let me show you what I'm looking for. Let me just cut it. So it's gonna be this word, inward growth, and then this one. On overlap growth, I'm favoring this bigger one. So let me just show you. At the base, at the collar, okay? And this one's kind of close. It's a little bit flexible, check it out. But it's also, I'm gonna take the necessary precautions, but it's barely there. It just got there, I've been watching it. But yeah, look at the bud swell. And it already bursted at the top, but it's okay. Young little leaves. They'll either dehydrate, die back, or sometimes they keep pushing. This is one. Okay, and before you cut, disinfect your pruners. Okay, ARS. My recommendation is ARS, the Japanese ones. These are precision. Surgical precision. Take a look at that cut. See? Smooth. All right, and then the second one. Again, a thinning cut at the base, eliminating that shoot. And there's little many offshoots off of this one, but I'm just gonna sacrifice them. I really want the same one, but I really just wanted to eliminate the shoot, just to correct the shape of the gem avocado tree. And these I'm feeding back to my tree, okay? I'm now feeding my tree back to itself. It's cannibalizing itself. Again, this is gem avocado, and it's going on to a has, a clonal rootstock has. Miss Stream says hi. What's up? Yeah, we're gonna create a multi-graft. So has is not very self-fertile. It's not self-fertile. But instead of going with the B, Bs don't do well here in the northern central coast 831. I go with the self-fruitful A's. The self-fruitful A's are, one is Gem, Gwen, Carmen, and Lamb. Those four. And also within the Haas family. Within the Haas family. And I'll go over in detail their pros and cons. But this is selecting of the budwood. This is Gem. This is one right here, and this is, I could go again right here. So I might go, I was originally planning 2, but now I'm thinking I can go 3. Looking at the Scion budwood selection situation. So we're looking good. What do? I graft fruit trees. And deciduous fruit trees, super forgiving. I could walk away, I stick and jab them. I could walk away from them, and I know they'll be good. Evergreen, avocados, mangoes, and citrus, a little bit more tricky. But again, super easy. I want you guys to be able to follow and do it with me. Okay? So for all you Haas heads, there's some people who are Haas, like diehards. But again, I'll show you. Let me put this down. All right, let's go. All right. Now we're at the host tree. Take a look. This is a clonal Brokaw Haas avocado on VC 207. Clonal, double grafted. VC207, also known as Day. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's out of Florida. So this is Florida. Take a look at the tree. Well over 3 feet. I'm gonna say like 4.5, 4. It probably opens up at about 3. From the top of the can to where it opens up. And now let me show you where I'm gonna graft onto. I'm gonna graft onto these shoots right here. I'm giving it apical dominance. I'm using the gem to somewhat stunt the Hass avocado tree because the Hass avocado tree wants to be a big boy. And then I'm also using it for cross-pollination. Again, this is type A, and I don't go B. I go self-fruitful type A. Again, we're grafting gem onto it. So y'all gotta go back, pedal back, pedal back. First it was Hass. Then when there was another one, I forget, either Theo or Feel, I forget. Theo, which commercially has very no importance. The only importance is that it gave birth to Gwen. Okay, first was Hass, then the granddaughter Gwen. Gwen gave birth to first Lamb, then Gem. So this is grandpa, granddaughter, great-granddaughters. And then down in Mexico, it was a Hass mutation, Mendez. Carlos Mendez. Carlos Mendez discovered La Loca, which was a Hass avocado mutation that flowered multiple times a year. Okay? Let's go with Gwen. Gwen, long or previously thought to be dwarf, it'll probably get some growth after the 10th year. As per Greg Alder's Gwen tree profile, go check them out. And then the setbacks on the Gwen, they're a little finicky. They're a little bit disease prone as per a viewer of my channel. And he works in the groves. So he says Gwen didn't really fully take off commercially because they're a little bit tricky. I've been seeing a lot of limb drop on the Gwens. Again, it'll keep a couple shoots, but yeah, it results in like more than usual Gwen. And then it's green ripening, so it's sometimes harder to tell. All right, then came Lamb. Lamb. Okay, and the problem, the thing about Lamb, some people say it lacks taste. Okay, avocado snobs sometimes do not like Lamb. Anthony, saludos, thank you for the avocado tree tip. Oh yeah, bro, aquí andamos a la orden. So yeah, then came Lamb. The problem with Lamb, it's some people complain about being alternate bearing. And then also it'll be a big tree and only several limbs out of the whole tree will be loaded. That's the complaint with Lamb. And then Gem. Gem, my favorite, no complaints yet for me. I don't know, comment down below if you've experienced and worked with Gem. So Gem. And then the other, and then down in Mexico, Mendez. The complaint with Mendez, I've seen that it's highly prone to the Persea mite. So spray horticulture oil or the neem oil as a preventative maintenance, because all the Carmens in Watsonville, Salinas, and Santa Cruz, I'm seeing that they're more prone to the Persea mite. And then also, because sometimes it has a main crop and then a bumper crop, Carmens can be a little bit undersized, smaller. Smaller for sure than the Lamb and smaller for sure than the Gem. Okay, so again, for this one, for this multi-graft Hass, we're turning this Hass into a multi-graft for the purpose of stunting it and then also pollination. Again, all these are self-fruitful type A's. If you have more than one, you're gonna get tons of fruit set. But I don't have any bees around and they've been pollinating some Hass that I have in cans. I have this and I have this one, which is clonal rootstock, and then I have another 15 on Zutano seedling rootstock. All right, so let's go. We're grafting Gem. Buddy tape, okay? When I first started, I went with the Amazon stuff, the skimpy stuff, the cheap stuff. And it's definitely the buddy tape, the parafilm. Okay. Let's wrap it up. Upside down. Draw, pull, and then turn. Draw, pull, then turn. Now point it right side up. And right here is where it's gonna get fun, because it's just kind of going over all these, but you do want to cover them. Let's go again. And I'll leave it like that. I know it looks like it's choked up, but I'm confident that they'll push through. And don't worry, the bottom part most likely will get cut out. That's one, okay? The other one I'm cutting in half right here. I'm giving this collar of buds to the lower stem, to the lower scion. Right there. Because there's a bud expressed right there, so it could be that it takes off from right here too. This one I'm just gonna clean up. It's a little nub and it'll dehydrate and fall off, but try to get pretty close. Better. Okay, there's some that have pushed out a little too much. I mean, I could leave them and jump them, but I'm gonna just take them off. Just so I could wrap it easier. Just select, okay? And these are way too many. Way too many for sure, but it's all right. Again. Draw, pull, turn, draw, pull, turn. And see right there, I jump, so go back. You want to cover it. This is going to retain the moisture and it's going to prevent it from dehydrating. Now right there, be careful. That bud, I'm pretty sure I already knocked it off, so go back. So yeah, just be careful when you're wrapping it, not to knock off your buds. And I'm going loosely because they're just too well expressed. And right there, instead of just going more, I'm just gonna twist it right here. Last one for practice. Or this one I'm gonna store. I'll hit a neighbor with it. I'll hit a neighbor with it tomorrow. I'll hit him up. He's been like tapping me to graft his avocado, but I have his wood now right here. So I'm gonna throw this one in the fridge. So I went all the way down, all the way down, and then I'll just do another little piece right here. Super sloppy, but it will, I want to show you how bad it is, and it'll still take. Okay, because you could even do this exposed, honestly, if you're really good, or even in a more controlled environment. You would just have to control the environment a little bit more. So like a greenhouse and then shade cloth with no protection, but it's a little bit riskier. I play it safe. All right, now I'm gonna turn the can. These are the 2 axes that I'm grafting onto. Again, I'm giving them apical dominance. Those 2 right there. Try to match it as best as you can, but these are thicker limbs. The rootstocks are thicker limbs, so. And then I'll show you the trick anyways. I cheat it. I shoot it a little bit. I kick it out as to guarantee an intersection point between the cambiums. Slight though, slight. If I've over exaggerated where then it dies back and runs into the union and takes the union with it. So now I do it ever so slightly, just a slight shoot. Slightly kick it out to cheat it, okay? And guarantee an intersection point. Okay, here we go. Disinfect, air dry. And you know what? This is budwood. Not even gonna waste this. This is good budwood right here, for sure. This is budwood right here too. So we're taking it. Right here. Grafting knife one better, a Schick injector razor blade. Okay, Schick injector razor blade. All right, so pop that little bud right there, and this other one. We're gonna grab it and we're gonna cut. I'm gonna go this way. It's kind of oval shaped. You could go that way, but I'm going this way because I feel on the wider side, it fits. The fit is less ideal, so that's why I'm going this way. If you can see. Go slow, rock it back and forth. If you're gonna cut yourself, it's gonna be right here, running into your own hand. And I'm gonna have to remake that. Hold on. That knife has a burr. I need to resharpen it. So we're gonna go with the knife. We're gonna go with the razor blade. Here we go. Rejuvenating the cut. See, it's kind of oxidized. Rejuvenate it. Make it flat. And here we go. Now we turn it around and do the other side. See the wedge? Taper it even thinner. A little bit more. And I apologize, this knife needs to be sharpened. Yeah, try to get it in one go, but again, And see what I do? I line it up with this on the top. I line it up, and then on the bottom it kicks out over here. And I can feel it. I can feel that little wedge right there sticking out, and I can feel that it's flush to the top. When will you be selling budwood? What are you looking for? And where are you at, bro? Because I don't think I'm going to be selling. I'm going to be giving it to you if I see you. Or if you see me, come at me. And then now rubber band. This is a trick right here, okay? It's a small piece though. And that's enough for that constant pressure right there. Ooh, Texas. All right, well, I would say stay tuned for my gem avocado tree giveaway. I'm rooting for you, bro. I want to see how a gem avocado tree performs in Texas. Because there's a region that says highlighted maps of where avocados can grow, and there's an area of Texas that is highlighted, and then also Louisiana. So and then now, because that will become brittle, the sun will make that brittle. I'll give it some UV protection. I give it some UV protection with the landscaper's tie. And again, there's a little bud right here, but I'm gonna take it off. Again, they were doing this like before, they were doing this since ancient times, bro. So it doesn't really need to be perfect. loop, pull, draw back a little bit, go back one loop, tight, and then go one more forward. And then again. Again, overkill, bro. I'm using way too much of everything, but I really want that to choke up right there. Okay. Reed, gem, and fuerte. So I got you for the gem and the reed. I don't grow fuerte. I'm with the... Well, fuerte is pretty good. I'm not going to lie, but I just don't have it. I have Hass-like, again, the entire Hass family, and then reed. All right, sorry, ran inside. Tomaso, where do you get the Scion? Could you get them only, or is there a supplier locally? Now I'm harvesting from my own tree. I just did those. So I took these from my own gem, 3-year in ground. And then this is a host branch right here. And I'm looking at it. And again, it shouldn't bend. It shouldn't bend. And maybe bend to the touch, but like if you're waving it, it should be solid. So look, I have Hass right here. And then I think I'm gonna jab my neighbor's tree with this one right here. So again, now I'm taking from my own tree. Now I'm taking from my own trees. All right, and then redundancy again. I've left them like that and they've pushed, especially on an established tree, on an established rootstock, on a tree that I've stumped or I'm doing canopy change. This works. But on these ones, I baby. Again, this is gonna be another, again, this is retaining the moisture, and then this is just another level, another little humid dome. Okay? And then the hood variety and date. Oh, I'm sorry, that was yesterday. I was gonna do this yesterday, but I ran out of daylight. But yeah, so you got a hood. Put the hood on it. So just wrap the bag around it. Now we're gonna do it over here. Reed and gem is fine. All right, I'll look around. Brian Reynolds. Stay in my contact section. In my comment section, I'll give you my contact info. I have a linked email to this YouTube channel. So just leave a comment on this live stream. I'm gonna go right here. This is budwood. Okay, instantly do that so it doesn't dehydrate. Even this right here, but I'm all right. I'm all right with this. Take out that bud. Over here, there's another one. They're pretty pronounced. So much so I couldn't rub them off. So I cut them off. Now this. Again, oxidizing. See that browning? That orangey? That oranging? So rejuvenate the cut. Again, if you're good with the knife, you don't need to do that. I'm pretty good but for the sake of the demonstration, I kind of suck. All right, so we're splitting this one in half. Again, on the narrower, it's elongated, but we're gonna go on the narrow side, down the narrow path. And again, this knife needs sharpening, and then my Schick injector blade just fell off of its handle, so I needed a better handle. That's what happens when you stream live. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be something completely different. This is gonna be a whip and tongue. Check it out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. This will be whip and tongue. Instead of cleft, it'll be whip and tongue. Okay. Now the whip. It'll start at the top third of the blade. Top third, see the blade? It'll be a top third, and then I'll dig down 1/3. Hopefully that captures it. All right, so now whip and tongue. This one, same thing. So I'm gonna do a whip to like right about there. And then again, now a whip, the tongue. The top third, set your blade at the top third. Dig in and cut the depth of the blade. And kick it out a little bit. There. And now the marriage, the union. Bam. There it is. I like it. I've been liking that better than the cleft, honestly. Let me bring you in. And I know there's contact cambium layer right there. There's just a lot of points. Now the only thing, I need to strip it up a little bit. That easy. All right. Rubber band. There, I had to roll it up a little bit. I was a little too low, but now I'm good. And again, now the rubber band will become brittle. So we give it some UV protection. Again, this is doing too much, really. But I need it to succeed. Turn, draw, and pull. Another turn. And flat. Try not to scrunch it up, all right? Keep it flat, flush to the limb so that it doesn't dig into it as it starts to callus and grow. Again, loop, draw back, and then pull forward, and then another loop. That's the whip and tongue right there. Hood, I'm sorry, sandwich bag. Again, another level of moisture retention, another little humid dome right here. Greenhouse. It's very own little private greenhouse. I don't tie this, I just kind of wrap it around it so that it's slim. And then I fit the hood. The hood can come off like in 10 days. So it's 2 gems on the same axis. I'm hoping that they both take, but truly I only really need 1. But we'll see. I always like to graft it multiple times, and survival of the fittest. Let them duke it out. Because it could be that I spook the growth and that limb actually dies back. But to prevent that, you could also need to check all the other neighboring limbs. All right, so they don't just run away with the vigor. Champ. Fausto Bautista, Q831. No tiene scions en venta, tengo 5 seedlings. Cuando te vea, bro, you're gonna have what you need. I have your green gold. But yeah, bro, I was ready to go y que mi passport estaba vencido, bro. I was like, oh, man. Y luego, pues ahorita la situación, bro, que es capaz de que si me voy, ya no me dejan entrar, bro. I'm brown skin, bro. Ni pedo, ¿verdad? Y si yo fuera solo por mí, pues bien contento, ¿verdad? Allá en México, pero no, tengo familia, bro. Pero yeah, bro, yeah, all right. Just let me know más o menos qué buscas, bro. But yeah, right now, again, I could take from all the Haas family, Jam, Carmen, and then, but you already have that. And then I have some Reed. I could get some Reed. If something outside of the Haas family, some Reed. And a green gold, pero ya lo tengo. Ya te lo tengo en una manga. But yeah, lamb, lamb's overplayed, bro. I would go gem over lamb any day. But y'all have something. Yeah, I'm renewing my passport right now, bro. Any day llega. I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know. For sure. I have your number. So, yeah. Yeah, parece que sí, bro, porque tengo varias fiestas este mes de octubre. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe November, bro. I apologize, bro. For sure, I promise. Sometimes under deliver, but I'll get to you guys. Hit you up when I llegue. For sure, bro, for sure. But yeah, again, gem, whip, and tongue. Not a lot of people are doing whip and tongue, but I like it. I've been doing it. It's successful. I like how it bites. And then this is the cleft. Again, on originally a Haas Brokaw on VC207, also known as Day. Let me bring you in. VC207 is the rootstock, the clonal rootstock, and Haas is the cultivar. Okay, that's most of the tree. And now 2 gems. All right, I might do another one. I might do Gwen. So it'll be Gwen, 3 generations of Haas. It'll be Haas, then the granddaughter, Gwen, and then the great-granddaughter, Gem. So 3 in 1. But for now, 2 in 1. All right, thank you everyone for watching. This is how to multi-graft an avocado tree. Again, the Haas, I want to stunt the Haas. And then also for the cross-pollination. Haas is type A, not self-fruitful. But instead of going with the B, I go with the self-fruitful type A, which again, we went over earlier. It's the Gwen, the Gem, the Lamb, and the Carmen. Those are all self-fruitful, highly precocious. All those trees by themselves will set alone. If you have more than one, it only further enhances and optimizes the cross-pollination. But again, I've been seeing my self-fruitful type A successfully cross-pollinate this has, and then another one that I have, another 15 that I have on Zutano seedling rootstock. Okay, thank you, Brian Ennolds, Fausto Batista, siempre activo, Thomas O. I know where you live, bro. A ver si te caigo. A ver with what I have, some budwood. But yeah, everybody wants budwood. Everybody wants budwood. But I say grow your own trees too, bro. Grow your own trees and take from your own trees. Those that select, those who I've requested from local producers, hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you. A cherry. All right, cherry for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So deciduous, yeah, that's coming up. That's coming up. It's gonna be the delivery on the bare root. It's gonna be on a scheduled delivery. It's gonna on a regular scheduled delivery is a week after Christmas, or on a delayed delivery, it's a week after New Year's. But yeah, stay tuned for all the deciduous stone fruit, and or anything deciduous, but or specifically stone fruit is coming. It's coming during winter, for sure. All right, once again, Thomas So, Brian Ennolds, Fausto Bautista, and Anthony and Mrs. Stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned for updates.